What were you doing up there? Piper asked. Yeah, we get nervous when you plan things. Phoebe joked. Leave her alone. Penelope said, dumping down onto the couch beside the other two, bowl of popcorn in hand. We have the house to ourselves for a couple of days, let's enjoy tonight. Isn't it still like 3 in the afternoon? Piper laughed. What do you care? Phoebe puzzled. Don't some of us still have to work? Not today. Today is sick day. Penelope smiled. Are you staying here or coming back later? She asked Beatrice. Later. Beatrice said before walking out the door. Sometimes the sisters were too weird. Luna grabbed the man from behind and broke his neck with a single twist. Taking his soul in with a single breath, she used the power she had stolen from Grondus to plant a tormentor in his body. Standing erect and straightening out its neck, the tormentor stood. Take this to the blonde witch. Don't let her see you. She barked. Handing the man shell a crystal and a piece of paper. Turning, the shell wobbled on its feet and then began to walk straight to Beatrice's dorm. Staring up at the sky, Luna began to use another ability she had stolen. She began to infect Beatrice's mind with self-doubt. Beatrice had gotten all the way to her dorm before she began to feel down. The same thing kept playing on her mind. At first she had thought it was jealousy, then ambition, back to jealousy, and finally she realized it was fear. The sisters, Piper especially, talked to her like she was a child, sometimes no older than the boys, and one of them was still in diapers. But without the power of 3, the sisters were the same as Beatrice, just ordinary witches, if there was such a thing. With a whoosh, she saw a young man being grabbed by the neck and dragged into an alleyway. Rushing to help him, she bounded into the blind alley only to see nothing. Hearing a clatter, she saw a black shape leap high onto the roof and leave the shivering shape of a young man with his neck broken. In the quiet of the alley, she heard a sharp clink as the shape dropped something as it fled. Moving to the sound, Beatrice found a sharp piece of crystal, shaped like a 3-sided pyramid, wrapped in a piece of oilcloth. She felt the crystal hum with power as she touched it, so she quickly wrapped it back up in the cloth, determined to show the sisters. Luna cackled as the tormentor told her of its ruse. With a click of her fingers, the tormentor then vanished in a dark haze. As Beatrice opened the door to her room, she dropped the crystal beside her computer. She ran quickly into the bathroom and turned on the shower. Taking out her grandmother's diary, she began to search the pages until she came across a picture that looked similar. By this time, however, steam was rising from under the bathroom door, so grabbing her towel, Beatrice jumped into the shower. As soon as the young witch was safely engrossed in conditioning her hair, the crystal began to glow and Luna appeared. Grabbing the diary sitting on the desk, she began to use the old witch's power. Incanting softly, she changed the words on the page. Then, when she heard the young witch began to hum softly to herself, she channeled a spell into the crystal. Taking a step back, Luna faded into nothingness. Piper, Penelope, and Phoebe sat together on the couch, buried under an enormous duvet, comfortable and warm. The movie over and TV unable to hold their interest, the sisters began to talk. We really should stop being so hard on Beatrice. Penelope said. Yeah, it's because of her we can do this. Phoebe reminded. But we still have to bail her out all the time. Piper countered. We still have to use the power of 3 and we still have to fight demons. The only difference now is Beatrice does more of the groundwork. Which is helping. The other two said in unison. Okay, I'll try to stop reprimanding her all the time. Piper sighed.